This thing goes, it goes from 0 to 11. And once it hits that 11, it doesn't stop until it ends. Let's talk The Descent. Can we talk The Descent? Let's talk The Descent. So The Descent is a 2005 film. It's a British horror type film, written and directed by Neil Marshall. And it stars Shauna McDonald, Natalie Mendoza, Alex Reed, Saskia Mulder. I probably said that wrong. Nora Jane Noon and Marianne Buring. I'm really sorry if I messed up your names, man. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. It's basically about a group of women that like to go outdoors, hiking, going through caves, cliff diving, just exploring, you know what I mean? They love things like that. One year they decide to go rummaging through caves. I mean, they've done it before, as you see that throughout this film. But one year they decided to go into this cave. There's a character named Juno, and she basically is the one that takes them into this cave. But the thing is, it had never been explored before, which you should never do. Never go exploring caves that haven't been explored before, because you never know what could be down there, or you could get trapped in there. And basically, these women go in there and they get stuck in there. You would think it's a film about just them trying to survive, being stuck down there in the cave, but no, there's actually something sinister down there. There's this group of beings down there. They're humans that have they got lost down there, and they've just adapted over time to survive down there. And they just, damn, they're like cannibals. They look almost like vampires because they're very pale. They're blind. So they rely on their hearing ability. They basically these women invade their home. We'll say the cave, and they systematically get just ripped to shreds by them. And basically this movie is about that, is them surviving through it. It fucking awesome. The pros of this film: the look of it is really good. It definitely looks like it takes place in a cave, because I've seen some movies where it supposedly is in a cave and it's dark, but it's really not, because you'll see that the characters, like the actors, are very well lit, and you're like, it just takes you out of it. At least it does to me. The set design is very good. Like, they really did a great job with this. Like, it just feels claustrophobic. It feels like you're trapped down there with them. If you're claustrophobic, don't watch this movie. You know what I mean? Like, it really feels like you're in there with them. The monsters, the creature design is another pro. Like, the makeup job is very, very good. The effects, not just for the creatures, but when the women are getting, killed by them, the blood and all of that, the flesh and all that, it's very, very well done. Another pro is the cast, because when I watched this movie, I didn't know any of the actors in it. And I met a couple of people that have told me that they didn't really know anybody in the movie when it came out. To some extent, they still don't know anybody, but yet you don't get bored. They carry the film very well. So props for that. The writing, the pacing is very well done as well. It's just, it's done to such a degree that you don't get bored, once it starts going. Once it starts picking up steam, you don't get bored. So that is a good thing about it. Another pro is the character of Juno. I like her character. She's very tough. She's very strong, willed in nature. She's kind of hot too. She's just awesome. Then the cons of this film: even though I said that you don't get bored once it starts picking up steam, it is slow. I am going to say that. It is slow. It starts off slow. It has a long first act. And that can turn people off. I've seen it happen, actually, where they'll start the film and they're like, I got bored by the time, before they ever got out to the caves or whatever. And I get it. It is a very slow film at first. But like I said, once it picks up steam, once it gets, they get into the caves, boy, does it get jacked up to 11 and never comes back down. Another con is there seems to be some kind of subplot with the lead actress and the Juno character that, the two leads that she's cheating on that her husband's cheating on her with her, or Juno or whatever. I don't know. It's kind of hinted at and thrown in there, but it's like they don't really elaborate on it. So you just kind of, okay, You know what I mean? Just okay, like meh. I felt that was just not necessary. They could have just kept it them being trapped down there, and it starts taking its toll on them. Another con of this movie is the ending, because what I watched when I watched it in the movie theater, the ending I got apparently wasn't the only ending. Apparently, there's several endings to this film, and which is cool. I get that, and that's pretty neat. But it's like, which is the real ending? You know what I mean? It's very inconsistent. When they released it, DVD or like digital download and everything, and they said, "Oh, the alternate ending." Cool, I get it. But they released the alternate ending in theaters. So it's like you had one group of people that watched this ending and one group of people that watched this ending. So it just seemed conflicting to me. I didn't get it. And there is one ending I like more than the other one. But we're not going to go into that. So The Descent, what do I give The Descent? I give The Descent a 4 out of 5. I genuinely enjoy it. I think it's a very well made horror movie. It's very well put together. Like I said, the pacing, with the exception of that beginning, is very well done. Very well, it's drawn out in a good way. The special effects, the monsters, the makeup, everything. It's great for what it is. Great job. I highly recommend it. It's definitely one of those that I've gone back to watch here and there. The sequel, not so much, but the first one, yes. I love the first one. I think it's a very well made movie. I think everybody should check this movie out at least once. So The Descent, have you seen The Descent? If you have, what do you think about it? Let me know in the comments below. Like, I'm actually curious what you think about it. Was it worth your time, or was it one of those where you're just like, I'll just throw it in the it's one of those what do they call it? Walmart DVD piles or whatever. You remember those? I do. They have like the pile of the big ass box of just Blu-rays and DVDs. Some of them are B movies, and some of them are pretty decent, and other ones are what I like to refer to as 2B movies. You know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't seen The Descent, well, check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. I really think you'll have a good time with it. As always, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, watching this review, and spending these moments with me. I love you guys. And I'll see you guys next time, okay? Bye.